Hi students, today you are going to learn about the clavicle or the collarbone. We have two clavicles, one on left side and one on right side. And clavicle is an example for long bone. Then coming to the parts of clavicle, clavicle has two ends, medial end or sternal end, lateral end or acromial end. Why? Because it is articulating with the manubrium, so it is called as sternal end, and lateral end is articulating with the acromion process, so it is called as acromial end. Then it has a third part called as shaft. So clavicle has two ends and shaft. So if you are seeing the shaft, it is appears to be curved in nature. So parts over. So let's go to the peculiarities of the clavicle. So what are all the peculiarities the clavicle is having? The clavicle is the only long bone which placed horizontally in our body. If you are seeing the bones of the upper limb and bones of the lower limb, all are arranged in a vertical manner, whereas clavicle is the only long bone which placed horizontally in the body. Then second point, this is the only long bone which ossifies first in the body, and the ossification is completing last at the body. So this is the first bone to ossify in our body. And third point, the clavicle is a subcutaneous bone. What is the meaning of subcutaneous? It is lying immediately below the skin. So the clavicle is a subcutaneous bone. And third point, clavicle is ossified from both membrane as well as from the cartilage. So membrano-cartilaginous ossification. Then it ossifies from two primary centers. Clavicle, it has two primary centers of ossification. Then it has no medullary cavity. So if you are cutting and seeing the other bones and all, inside we have a medullary cavity, but clavicle has no medullary cavity. And the clavicle is pierced by a nerves called as middle supraclavicular nerves, which means the nerves are piercing and entering into the bone. So those nerves are called as middle supraclavicular nerves. Next is the features of the clavicle. Clavicle has what are all the features? So I told you already, clavicle has two ends. This is medial end, which is also called as sternal end, and this is lateral end, which is also called as acromial end. So medial end, it is large and quadrangular in shape. Medial end is large and quadrangular in shape. It articulates with manubrium sterni to form sternoclavicular joint. Then this is the lateral end. The lateral end appears to be flat in nature. It articulates with acromion process of scapula. It articulates with acromion process of scapula to form acromioclavicular joint. Acromioclavicular joint. So ends and all over, medial end or sternal end, it articulates with manubrium sterni to form sternoclavicular joint, and lateral end or acromial end, it articulates with the acromion process of scapula to form acromioclavicular joint. Then coming to the shaft. See how the shaft appears to be. The shaft is curved in nature. Okay. For the descriptive purpose, the clavicle is divided into two parts, the medial 2/3 and lateral 1/3. Clavicle is divided into two parts, medial 2/3 and lateral 1/3. Okay, so coming to the medial 2/3 of the clavicle. So this is the medial 2/3 of the clavicle and lateral 1/3 of the clavicle. So medial 2/3 of the clavicle is rounded in nature. So it has four surfaces. Surfaces are superior surface, anterior surface, posterior surface, and we have here as the inferior surface. Then we are seeing the lateral 1/3 of the clavicle. It is flattened from above downwards. So it has two surfaces and two borders. Surfaces are superior surface, then inferior surface. Borders are anterior border and posterior border. So clavicle is divided into two parts like medial 2/3 and lateral 1/3. Lateral 1/3. So medial 2/3 of clavicle is rounded. So it has four surfaces: superior, inferior, anterior, posterior surface. So superior surface, anterior surface, posterior surface, then inferior surface. Then lateral 1/3 of clavicle is appears to be flat in nature. So it has a superior surface, then inferior surface, two borders. Borders are anterior border and posterior border. Okay. So now coming to the medial 2/3 of clavicle. Coming to the medial 2/3 of the clavicle. So medial 2/3 of the clavicle is having four surfaces like anterior surface, posterior surface, superior surface and inferior surface. So if you see the anterior surface of the medial 2/3 of the clavicle, it shows convexity forwards, and if you are seeing the posterior surface of medial 2/3, it shows concavity backwards. Then coming to the superior surface is appears to be smooth in nature except near to its medial end. Then coming to the inferior surface. I am turning the bone now. So this is the inferior surface. So inferior surface of medial 2/3 of the clavicle, it shows a oval facet near to its medial end. Oval facet near to its medial end. Then see, this is the left side of the clavicle where I am going to turn the clavicle now. So now you can see the inferior surface of both the medial 2/3 of clavicle and as well as the inferior surface of lateral 1/3 of the clavicle. So now this is inferior surface of medial 2/3 of clavicle. Near to its lateral end or at the junction of medial 2/3 and lateral 1/3, there will be an longitudinal groove is present. Longitudinal groove. So this groove is called as subclavian groove. So this will be present on the inferior surface of lateral end of the medial 2/3 of clavicle. Or else you can say the longitudinal groove is present at the junction of the inferior surface of lateral 1/3 of clavicle and medial 2/3 of the clavicle. And this groove is called as the subclavian groove, which is a longitudinal groove. And near to this subclavian groove, you can find out the foramen called as nutrient foramen. See the nutrient foramen? So this is the nutrient foramen. It lies close to the longitudinal groove, which is called as subclavian groove. Coming to the lateral 1/3 of the clavicle. Lateral 1/3. So if you see the lateral 1/3 of the clavicle, it is appears to be flat in nature. So it has two surfaces: superior surface, inferior surface, anterior border, posterior border. So if you see the anterior border of the lateral 1/3 of clavicle, it shows concavity forwards, and if you see the posterior border of lateral 1/3 of clavicle, it shows convexity backwards. Then if you see the superior surface of the lateral 1/3 of the clavicle, it is subcutaneous in nature. It is lying immediately below the skin. Then coming to the inferior surface of the clavicle. So this is the position. I am turning now the clavicle. So if I turn the clavicle like this, it has one bony projection is there, which is called as conoid tubercle. Conoid tubercle. And near to the lateral end, there will be a rough ridge is present, which is called as trapezoid ridge. Trapezoid ridge. So this one is a conoid tubercle and here is a trapezoid ridge. So this is the bony projection which is called as conoid tubercle, and this is the rough ridge which is called as trapezoid ridge. So this too will be present on the inferior surface of lateral 1/3 of clavicle. So features over. How will you identify the side of the clavicle? So here I have kept a right side of clavicle and here I have kept a left side of the clavicle. So assume this is a midline of the body. So we are taking one clavicle. So you have to hold the clavicle like this, into which the medial end should faces medially, or medial end should lying close to the midline of the body. Then lateral end should be away from the midline, or the lateral end should be facing laterally. Then in the medial 2/3 of the clavicle, the anterior convexity it shows forwards or it faces forwards, whereas in the lateral 1/3 of clavicle, the anterior border it shows concavity, it should faces forwards. So these are all the points. First point is the end. Medial end should faces medially or close to the midline. Lateral end should be facing laterally. Then medial 2/3 of clavicle, the anterior convexity it shows forwards or it faces anteriorly, and for lateral 1/3 the anterior border it shows concavity, it should faces forwards or it faces anteriorly. Then now I am going to turn the clavicle. So this is the inferior surface of lateral 1/3 of the clavicle, where you can find out the conoid tubercle and the trapezoid ridge. So both should be facing downwards. Both should be facing downwards. So with this you can identify the side determination. So if this is the right side of the bone, you have to hold like this for right side. And if this is the left side of the bone, you have to hold it on the left side of the hand like this. So medial end should be medial, lateral end should be lateral. The anterior convexity of the medial 2/3 of clavicle should faces forwards, and anterior concavity of the lateral 1/3 of the clavicle it faces forwards. Then on the inferior surface, conoid tubercle and trapezoid ridge both should be facing downwards or inferiorly. So features of clavicle over.